Welcome to That Board Game Show. My name is Hein van Heerden, and I'd like to introduce you to Forbidden Island. Forbidden Island is a cooperative game. In other words, you and your family play against the game and not against each other. Forbidden Island is based on an ancient civilization that had sacred treasures which they hid on this island. This island has also been set up to start sinking if these treasures are ever disturbed. So you and your team have to get onto the island, retrieve that treasure, and get out of there as fast as possible. Forbidden Island is set up for 10-year-old and older players. It takes about 2 to 4 players that can play together in the team and takes roughly about 30 minutes to be completed. It's a very nice problem-solving game and gives you very good strategic thinking in working together as a team to tackle on the sinking island. So, let me show you Forbidden Island. Forbidden Island is normally laid out in this particular pattern. When you go onto the website, there is other patterns you can do, but the base game, generally speaking, works with regards to the various island tiles laid out in this format. So the whole basis of Forbidden Island is to travel through these different segments of the island and circumvent the sinking portions thereof. So there's a lot of bits and pieces on this table that I need to show you and just briefly explain to you so that you can get familiar with how the game basically works. All of this comes in this fantastic metal tinned, beautifully crafted casing, which is definitely a nice addition to have on your shelf at home. The pieces are very rustic and hard pieces and can be easily handled and managed with younger kids as well. It is a game that's from 10 years and up, so you can easily play it with youngsters as well as with grown-ups. Right. On the Forbidden Island, we have got our tiles, which represents various parts of the island, our pieces, our pawns that travel around. We have our various treasures, the treasures that the ancient civilization had left behind. We have got the fire treasure, we have got the earth treasure, we have got the water treasure, and we have got the wind treasure. You are going to go and travel to these locations on the island. And if you manage to get to a specific location and you contain 4 treasure cards, then you can hand those in and you can claim that treasure and keep it for yourself. The objective of the game is that your entire team must get all 4 of these treasures into your possession, get to the launch pad, climb on the helicopter, and escape the island before it sinks. Should you succeed this before the water level reaches critical levels or any of your team members passes away, you have won and conquered Forbidden Island. With the game, we have got the treasure cards, we've got special action cards. I can just briefly tell you that one of these is, for example, the sandbag card, because as you draw the various treasures, these cards would be turned over. Now, somebody in a sunken section of this is still survivable and still alive, but if this card had to be drawn again, this tile will actually disappear and be taken out of the game completely. And when that happens, your person needs to swim to the nearest possible island or remaining parts of the island. Should it, for any reason, happen that your guy is left all alone on a piece that he cannot swim to by going left, right, or up or down, not diagonally, okay, so that section disappears and he's left behind, he cannot swim to any of those 4 tiles adjacent, that means he drowns and your entire game is over because your team member did not survive. So that is not what we want. We want to get our teams moving around the island as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. You have various actions to do that. The actual gameplay goes in the sense that you have your game turn consists of 3 actions whereby you can move across the table. You can move normally up and down and sideways. You do not move diagonally. unless you have a special character card. Now, these character cards are different kinds. There's exploration cards, there's diver cards, there is even pilot cards, and they allow you, for example, to move diagonally or to turn some of these tiles that have started flooding back up again. The same as what the sandbag tiles, special action cards do. They allow you to turn some of the tiles back up again to restore the island back to a state where you can move across it. Very exciting game, very fast-paced moving game, a game that is going to engage the entire family to work together as a team. You are encouraged to actually communicate, show each other the cards that you have, what you're going to do, strategize, how we're going to get around it, and actually get all that treasure and get off the island as quickly as possible. Forbidden Island, a true winner for any family. Thank you for watching That Board Game Show. See you soon.